So that's this is the Robben Ford signature Paul Reed Smith with the Dojo stamp on the pickups there. So this is one of the prototypes. So it doesn't have Robben's signature on it, but it has Paul's on there, which is really cool, and the bigger headstock, which is kind of a nice design thing. One thing that's really funny about that I've always found funny about how people like relate guitars is, especially humbucker guitars, is people are always like, oh, it's a fat telly, or it's like, oh, it sounds like a telly. And I think what's really funny about that is like, it's like the, it tastes like chicken of guitar. It's like, it sounds like a telly. It tastes like chicken. I don't know. I find that kind of funny. But this guitar is really cool. The wrap tail is interesting. I've never, I think I've maybe owned a wrap tail for a second. So it's a cool thing. It's a little weird because I usually rest my hand, like usually the stop tail piece is here. I usually rest my hand on that. So it feels like when sometimes I feel like I'm falling off the back a little bit, but that's a me problem. And it's cool. I was noticing, I'm assuming the volume and tone are kind of, they're not exactly where they'd be on a telly. They're not exactly, but they're fairly similar as to where they kind of would be, at least in terms of its volume tone, kind of next to each other instead of them being like a little higher, a little lower of each other on the body. But anyways, this guitar sounds pretty sweet. The loop I made was using the coil split, which sounds pretty nice. So like, that's the neck, this is the middle. Nice, and then here's the bridge split. Really like, it's nice. And then this is back to the full humbucker. I personally like the humbucker thing a little more. Nice, and then in between, still got that nice and then bridge. Not as barky as a telly would be, but it still speaks kind of like that telly, you know. Anyways, it's a pretty sweet guitar. I just did a little video on it just because I'm borrowing it, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of play some tones on it. And I don't think you can see in the light, but you can actually see where the grain is kind of like, it's a very flamey top under here. So if it's loved long enough and you wear through a spot, you'll get to see how flamey it is, because I can see it in the light. I don't think I can. You can see the seam, but yeah, I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. But anyways, really sweet guitar.